With Neptune City receiving $2.2 million and Asbury Park receiving 55, that just seems to be quite the spread. I think it's a good example for everybody to use to prove that this formula, the way it was, does not work.
We've been spending a tremendous amount of money in some of these other towns, and I don't think that throwing money at the problem is the answer. Okay, if that was the answer, some of the towns who are receiving all this money, they'd have a higher graduation rate, and they'd be doing a lot better than what they are.
This proposal is long overdue in our state. Towns like ours have been struggling not only with our residential taxpayers to attract new homeowners, but also with our corporate taxpayers, that the burden of the school of not getting enough funding is really driving them to seek other states, and especially out of Bergen County.
I think in the state of New Jersey we have a cost per student of about $17,900 a year per student on average. It's like the third highest in the nation, and that can't continue.
There's no reason for money to be wasted, and I believe that money leaving here is being wasted because I know that we have great volunteers, great board members who are using every dollar wisely, and we're very successful.
We could buy new supplies, we could buy new technology, we talked about STEM. There's really no limit to what we could use the money for.
Towns like mine are looking for fairness. We haven't received fairness. Right now we make about less than $500,000 from the state, and that's not enough. In this new formula that the governor is talking about, it will definitely be fair for me and my taxpayers of this town.
Receiving some of those dollars back from the state into the borough would present an opportunity for home values to reflect a greater diversity. I think that we could attract other people to the community that may have not considered it in the past because of higher property taxes. So by opening it up, I think, to a greater base of people, I think that would change our culture a little bit for the better.
The reduction in our tax rate would be beneficial, because when people have to spend less money on taxes, they have more money to spend elsewhere. And maybe that would help stimulate the economy in the area.
I certainly hear from lots of senior citizens and people on fixed incomes who $300 and $500 and $800 increases in 1 year hits them hard.
Anything that can be saved in taxes just shows that it brings the community together. And what we need to do as a community is to keep our education the #1 priority.
I applaud the governor for taking the initiative to provide for some relief for property taxes. I know that he did an exceptional job with the 2% cap and the toolkit, but I think he recognizes, as well as many mayors in Morris County, that we need some more help.
What do you hear in the news every day? The government's slashing this. The federal government's doing this. Slashing. But where are we going? It's getting worse, worse, and worse. So why would I not support this 100%?
What is it that can help make districts successful? Money is one aspect of it, but there are also other aspects. And throwing money at problems, is that an answer? I don't know, but from what we've seen, maybe it's not the answer. So I think that we need to have other alternatives. We need to have more discussions about how to properly fund all the schools in the state.